And welcome to the 26th of July in the year of the 2025. This is Phoenix Electra Circus. That's me, Phoenix Electra. Welcome. You're at my circus. It's going to be one of those Saturdays. That is A-okay. I know Comic-Con's going on. There's all sorts of stuff going on, but we're always blessed when somebody stops by our little corner. Oh, that's right. I need to make sure. Check the chat and do this, do that. Don't raise your voice like that, Phoenix. Hello and welcome. The Floor Cats would also like to welcome you. There's the Baloo, the little man himself, the Troubles, and in the back corner we have the one, the Fluffy, the most maxi pads of them all, the Loki. Spectacular he is. And there's a little Frey's in her little peanut over there. All right, let's see here. Oh, hello, little man. We're down one floor cat and up a sewing machine cat. Hey, dude. What are you up to? All right, we're going to go to all. We're going to check the messages. We have one chat. Oh, it's brilliant. Hello, dude. Do we have two chats? YouTube, you're running a little slow today. Okay. And let's see here. It's Saturday, so typically I have chosen to dedicate Saturday shows to practicing art embroidery. Oh, I see YouTube chat is pooping the bed. Ah, there we go. See, if you want low latency, you should come to the Rumble side. The viewer experience, I hear, is much better than the tubes. I've heard from good authority that the audio is better, the latency is better. If you want a better viewing experience, just come to the Rumble side. Oh man, so I am going to, after I unthread, rethread all around. That rhyme wasn't going anywhere. All right, Phoenix. We'll put on our standard gray just for a few moments of warm-up stitching while we get some fannies into the seats. The cats would very much appreciate it if we could get at least 10 fannies into seats under the tent at the circus. Then I'll open the concession stand for them, and they would be very happy. So don't forget, snitches don't get stitches at the circus. I have just a random pre-stitched on piece of muslin. I'm just going to practice satin stitch because that is, according to Mr. Singer, one of the... Hey, who said you could have a case of the jumping beans? All right, you are under too much pressure. Let us remember that for art stitching, we must be relaxed and calm. We can't have too much pressure. Or if you are experiencing pressure, this is a good way to just let it all go. Because if you press too hard, your work's going to be poop. And we don't want poop. We want perfection. So, how about them apples? All right, green threaded, no presser foot. We'll move our tools to the side. Oh, hey. Oh, Frey Fruivers, you're so cute. Hey, Loki. Oh, there's my arm. There we go. Oh, there's a fanny. And a face. Oh, that's... Oh, right. All right, we are back to 2 floor cats. Because floor cats rule. Let's sew a couple of straight lines so we can... we're just gonna do it. Hello, welcome, Rumble. It's good to see you. I see you popping in and out, tubes. You don't know what you're doing over there, but that's cool. That's cool. Why are we not making stitches connect? All right, let's try this again. I am Oh, should I do this? Do we want to zoom in or do we want to see floor cats? I guess I could do all of the above. Ow, there's my leaf. Oh, and I have a head. How did that happen? Should I refocus this? Let's do it. That is a... Okay, this I can... I don't hate this. And we still have some floor cats. We've just brought you on in. And I still have a head. This is not hands, bibs, and sweet, sweet stitches. What a week. Hello, sweet boy. Yeah, why... Hello, Patty Quinn. How are you today? I hope you are doing great. I have some... There's... Little man is trying to break into the concession stand, and I am not having that. The pictures that I've seen where they ask kids to draw their cats, and it's just like a butt or some random pieces of cats because they're somewhere. I know, it seems like it's just as well I didn't try to get on that other boat on Wednesday with those tech difficulties. But congratulations on racing so well. That seemed like quite a fun time to have participated in. Okay, now we're slow and relaxed enough. There we go, Phoenix. No, the focus is still funny, but wait, I have a head? I thought you were headless. I know, sometimes, right? But they let the top part out of cryo preservation 3 times a week so I can show up to stream. Sometimes, or that's the time where they take my head for refurbishments, my weekly maintenance. Oh, you're doing good. You're at work. Not too shabby. I hope work is going easy and not crazy. Yeah, we made plans to go out for an adventure later, so that'll be fun. Because I'm curious about T-Mobile's deal with the Starlink upgrade, Starlink plan. So we're gonna find out some more about that. Wow, Phoenix, do you know how to sew? Alright, I just need to slow down some more. I'm pressing too hard, getting distracted by cats doing cat things. I know, I had to deal with one after-hours work thing yesterday. Hopefully nothing right now, but I never know in my world, so we'll see. We shall see. I'm also trying to figure out how to understand the technical terms of what I need to do to migrate a website from another server hosting platform to Rumble Cloud when my renewal comes up. But that is kind of pushing the boundaries of my knowledge base, but I'm sure I can do it, and I'm stubborn enough. I'm like, oh, Phoenix, just bullhead your way through. But I'm like, but it is my website. You might be going out tonight, and we know this person because this person is in New York. Ooh la la. I can think of at least there's some New Yorkers. Is this the well, I won't say too much. I don't know if they're a captain of a boat. Because we're a circus on a carnival ship. Yeah. Good times. That sounds fun. I hope there is... I don't know. Now I'm just rambling. Hello, Rumbles. Hello, YouTubes. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. I am prittle prattling, trying to do my warm up stitching. I'm glad that I was not brazen, and I see it might be a friend of the captain of the boat. Okay. Oh, that. I hope you all have a swimmingly good time. So that should be spectacular. I know there's so many people, so many places. RumbleCon should probably be in the middle, so it's not too far for everybody. Like, it's equidistance. Everybody suffers a little. Oh yeah, yeah. So much funny things. Yay, Rumble Friends IRL, IRL edition. I am doing terrible work. Ooh, but I've done some more designing for this necklace for the mummers. I've done some rough calculations for the very first portion of it. I timed myself crocheting the Battenberg rings, and I've got some samples I can show off. I'll show this off in a little bit. But each one ring took me 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So I don't know whether to just round it up to 3:30 or decrease it to 3, but regardless, I also calculated a length with which I'd like to work with. So I was gonna make a 60-inch, 150 centimeters, because each ring was about 6 centimeters. It's a every other repeat. So after some math, I decided, Phoenix, you should crochet at least 75 of those little rings. And yeah, so 75 rings at 3 minutes a piece. Hello, Allie. You want to see a 4-minute ring? I can show. I have all of the materials next to me. And funny enough, okay, fine. I'll show these rings off now, because I'm glad that, well, there's the other one. I bet a 5-minute ring would look spectacular. These ones that only took 3 minutes were not too terrible. So we can let me show off a hello, sweet dude. We'll have our Goldilocks of rings showcase, because I have the ones that I'm most pleased with, the ones that are too big, and then the ones that are too small. These were all done. Hello, I love Rumble Gets to Visit with YouTubes. Ellie from Patty. Welcome. Okay, so we have... Let me hide this, because this is funny, and I'm going to make sure, because Dove said I need to be much slower with this. So here we have ring too small. And that is next to ring too big. And then I can drop down ring perfect. Here's the too big. And they were all done on this itty bitty, I don't even know if the hook will show up. There it is. This tiny little size 12 antique crochet hook. And the funniest part of this misadventure, and one of the trials, hazards, and joys of using thrifted materials, is I had this spool of Gutermann thread. It's like a little heavier weight, which is nice. I went to look and see perhaps if I needed to, because I'm worried I'm not going to get 75 out of what is left currently on this spool. So I was investigating because this has been in my stash for a while. So I've got the color number, and then I scroll over and it says made in W, Germany. And I'm like, oh, silly me. This is not a new spool. Thank goodness. Yeah, this hook is so tiny. I almost contemplate getting out my lit magnifying glass because I need some very bright light and kind of a tad more magnification. But I'm glad that Gutermann still makes this thread. I am just gonna use up what I have of this spectacular West German stock that I happen to have. So yeah, you definitely cannot get this thread this particular one. I'll save the spool, but I'm gonna use up the thread, I think. Or I will see, because I think it's like $2 to get a new one, so I can invest $2 for my mother. But I just really love the size of this for a necklace with all of the little pieces, because like this spool I have a lot of, but the rings are so... I didn't like the bigger rings. And it's like, it doesn't make a huge difference, but on a delicate necklace, like 2 millimeters feels like too much for me. Oh, that's what I should have done. Oh, look, I know they make a comparable one that's like $2 a spool for 33 yards, so I might also get a new one. I'm like anxious I'm gonna run out of that I'm not gonna have enough. Yeah, there's the it does make me a tiddly like ink thrilled. Oh my gosh, cats, we did it. We'd already met our metrics, but we're still gonna wait an hour because if I give you all snacks now, then my floor cats might disappear. Let's see here, Allie, you think, but you're not sure the US price is over $7 now for 200 yards. Well, that's not too bad. This is, and I saw, where was it on Wallwack? Somebody weird that this weight of it, because it's thicker than it's the two actually, Phoenix, you know what you could do? You should get before you run out. That's what I think I'm gonna get another one. Is this what I think it is? It's not the quilting weight, it's thicker. I think it's this one. That's... Yeah, okay. Let me do my screen share thing. Let's go to presentation. We're going to start our screen share. I think this is the weight, this buttonhole one. Oh no, but it's not silk. No, that's not it. It's not silk, it's polyester. Let me stop the screen share. Yeah, I am gonna first thing I'm gonna do is we're going to the thrift store, so I'm gonna see if I can get find something either comparable or just order a new one, because I am having anxiousness about not having enough of something that's it's like literally irreplaceable. Oh, okay. Let's see here, Allie, please. Oh, the fade over time from the 1989 before, maybe even 1865. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's true too. This looks like a pretty good black. Well, this one's more blue. It's so funny that I was trying to convince myself to like these bigger ones. Let's see. It's just 2 millimeters easier. But I just don't like it. I just don't love that one. That size. And I've got so much. I'm like, please, could I just like make myself do it? And I don't. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open. Let's see here. The queen bee irreplaceable. Yes. Yeah, I did try to see if I could find some of this same spool that was the original West German vintage. And that is a pipe dream that is not easily going to come to completion. So probably better to just make sure I have enough, because I don't want to be partway through and then be like, oh, I only have 30 and I really needed 120, because that might also happen. Let's see here, Allie. Good practice. If the color doesn't match, right? And it was nice to be able to time how long it was going to take, and partly, because I went through this exercise in frustration. So the only reason I have the 3 samples was because I've got this red, I have this red, but this red is, it's kind of the same way to just, I was having a red-black mismatch between the thread weights because it needs to match, or parts of the motifs are going to look too small for other parts. And hello, relax, welcome, long time no see. I know, chat's hopping, floor cats are floor catting. Oh no, there's the one who's right in front of me with this narrowed in camera view. You you can't see him. I know, it was so great. Wednesday was one of my biggest my Wednesday mostly work and lurking shows, but that's a-okay. Yeah, so where was I getting at? This black matches the thread weight of this tiny crochet tatting, because it's both of these. They're bigger than normal sewing weight, but tiny. It's so subtle, but it feels up close and under my fingers. I can feel the difference in the thread diameter. So it's like, I really, it's for my mom. So if I need to buy something, it's fine. But I do know I would like to just make some stuff and share it with others. So that will be next, because first it's going to be making all the rings, because I can't do the next part of the chain until the rings are all done. And I'd rather have a longer cord to work with, because I can cut it shorter, but making more motifs at the end, kind of annoying. Relax. That's why you just sat back and you just watched. That's my goal. I try to be as amusing that you can be, whatever. It's all good. It's all good at the circus. Except for right now, my stitching. My stitching is terrible right now. Maybe it's because I'm not sitting up straight enough. Let's see here. Ellie, thickness shouldn't matter too much as long as the parts are uniform. Correct. Yes, but that also butts up to another limitation of to get the motifs based on the different size yarn threads to be consistent, that would require an adjusting in the hook size, and at that very antique, tiny, minuscule hook crochet hooks, I only have that 12 and a 13, and the next small size I have is significantly bigger. So as many hooks as I have, I don't have enough to compensate, because I like that size on the 12, and to use the bigger thread, I would need an even smaller hook. That's my words. Let's see here, relax. When you are making eyelets, you had an idea. Ooh, let's hear this idea. I'm here for eyelid. Nope, that joke wasn't coming out right. Making rumble eyelets. Ooh, just add more thread works. Maybe to compensate for the inner cord. I was thinking about that too. And I thought about that, tried it. The 2 threads on that number 12 was nearly impossible to hook both of them, and I would pull one thread but not the other thread, and then that's got hair in my throat. Well, should we just try it here? What's stopping us? Nothing. Where? This one. Oh, but this is too big. Where? What was I? Oh, right. But then also the inner. There was something. Unless, can I talk myself? Okay. The other thing, we just talk myself into liking this bigger cord to match this thread? If this is gonna be, where's the picture, Phoenix, so that folks can understand it? Of course, it's across the room. Let me. Sorry, Loki. Okay. So here is a rough schematic of the necklace. It's got the centers, the rings, which are going to be for the little flowers, with a square piece. And it's in a repeat. And we're going to do an upper yoke section, and then the bottom section for, oh, that's almost better, but close up. So we've got the 2 different pieces of the motif. And instead of doubling the thread, to do more work to expand the size of the completed part. Oh, to make the ring bigger. That is another idea. Because, yeah, I've got a goodly amount of this black one. Because here's the very tiniest ring. I could do 2 rows and make it. Where's. I lay this tiny one. Yeah, I could just do another row of 2 rows of single crochets before I do the next motif. That's an idea. That is an idea. Let's see here, Allie. Or leave it and have the smaller one color and the larger thread the other color. That's Yes, because we're going to have, I should just pull up the motif. They are tiny. Yeah. Well, you're not going to make anything big with that tiny hook that is so tiny. Has its own hook, and where did I put it? Oh, Phoenix. How can, oh, is that what dropped? Here's Uber trying to be super professional today. Yeah, the smallest one is very small. Oh, here we can see. Yeah, so there's the super tiny, there's the medium one, and then here is the biggest one. It's like they're subtle. But now that I'm looking at the side, holding it up to my neck for the motifs, I don't hate this bigger one, and I have sufficient black and adequate red for the entire thing. Because I can still make up all of this, finish off this spool if I wanted, and use these motifs in the center section in between. Because once we get the outside done, then we have to figure out filling the inside. So I was contemplating like a filigree, a swirly, leafy kind of motif. Some mainly some gold work in there, maybe some gold rings. I'm trying to think. I pulled the red that I had that I thought I was going to use as the foundation layer, and it's two-way stretch, so I think I'm going to not use that, and I will just stitch it down and use the white tulle as a foundation. I've got a crumb ton of it. It's readily available, and somebody's trying to sell like a huge box of it that's on Craigslist for quite some time now. Oh, I was going to show a three here. This is not. This is a much bigger hook. If we're going to do a ring, if I'm going to crochet a ring, I should probably use a hook that folks could actually see me work with, unless I find where I dropped. No. All right, let's get back to stitching. Everything is like jumping all over the place. Welcome, welcome. The cats are super excited that we have so many fannies and seats at the circus. There are floor cats, but they're just off screen because that's what happens sometimes. And now I'm gonna rack my brain as to where I set that tiny hoop down. It's around here somewhere. Oops. I'm just throwing stuff overboard off the ship. You're not welcome here. I guess I'm not ready to sew quite yet. So, I did yesterday finish basting down the crochet tape for the last quadrant. And then there's the dangly bit because I am still not quite ready to cut that off until the very last minute. So that might be where, after our warm-up stitching, we start our stitching for today to get that section secured and not a giant dangly bit anymore. But I am really pleased with this chaotic beauty. All the little pieces, all the different thread tones. So fun. Justice for Panda Sub is Floor 2000 is Floor Cat. Yes. Yes. He just doesn't understand the joy and the wonder and the happiness that a floor cat brings to one's life. It's floor cat lives matter. So there was a station who had a cat that on the Panda Sub underneath the base in the basement area, and would just cry all the time. And then the Humane Society, animal control came and picked up the cat, and much chagrin, there was much sadness when Floor Cat was not in that house anymore. So we'll just be proud of our floor cats, my floor cats, especially my Loki. When he does his tricks right and doesn't make me look bad, it is amazing. I guess I did just need to talk a little bit so I can. Oh no, Phoenix. Stitching still hit or miss. Oh, you know what it is too. Let me just shift to the left because I'm not lined up with the needle in a way that's helping me. Yeah. I don't know if that's helping me either, but I know, because then we'll have to see, because didn't some folks are going to Comic Cons everywhere. Let's see here. Allie, Loki is a good center ring performer. Seriously, he's so good. If only I could get him to jump through hula hoops, but he's scared of them. I go to touch a hoop, he goes running. Little man, I think I can, he will do it. I just have not been training him. We haven't been working on that trick, but I think I've got a cat who will jump through hoops. Let's hear, Patty, you don't have cats or floor cats. It happens. They're not for everybody. They can be troublesome. Allie says not many kitties will do what that cat does, right? We're not always the best, but we are in the 90% of people can't do this. We're not the best of our class, but I sell myself short when all I see is up and I don't look behind me, and I need to remember that. Yeah, our sweet Dodgy Bobo, he loved jumping through hoops. That was his favorite trick to do. And I think little man is food motivated enough that I need to rebuild my cat act. Patty, it's because your dad's allergic to cats. I had the same problem. I had no cats until I moved out of my parental abode. Because, yeah, I did also have a parent who was allergic to anything with fur and feathers. So there was a short time where we had some hamsters, but yeah, we were not really, I didn't have pets. So we get dogs, but your girlfriend has cats. There's nothing wrong with dogs. Dove would love him a dog too. There were dogs around in my world, but never any that lived in my house. So I don't completely understand dog. Let's see here. Only 98% of people don't like jumping through hoops. How do you think that cat would look at this? Really, meow. Yeah, I don't know. Loki, as long as there's food on the other end, Loki and Little Man are pretty easy. That's why I give Freya Frou for her job of just show up and look pretty. Hello, William. Long time no see. I see you've been having some new members have joined the fleet as of late. Your hiatus is long out the window. Oh, such beauteous machines, so many beautiful coats. But not coats, but speaking of exciting things I'm looking forward to, the Closet Historian is going to release in video form weekly parts from her book that she had drafted, which is all aptly titled Drafting Dangerously. Oh, you just figured out your new computer. Perfect. Ah. New computers are good. I think we might be getting some new mobiles, but we have to see about that. Let's see here, Patty. Your Noah thinks he's a cat because he'll sit on top of your dad's recliner. Oh, that's funny. Oh, William, it took you a minute, but you're going to stream with it tonight. Oh, good. The fleet is growing. Yeah, you had such a good couple of months at the beginning of the year. And this is no shame because I've also had a problem with being at the Goodwill, but I'm trying to keep it in check because I am not lacking in materials. But the $50 treadle singer with the round shuttle did pique my interest. But I need floor room for floor cats and hula hooping and training because getting back to some of my strength tricks and they take up space. And so does practicing walking lunges. I have a don't mind to completely detest lunges, and it's not helpful because my front splits are terrible. Give me a middle or a straddle split, over split. We could do pancakes. Even untrained, I can terribly, but front splits are so silly. Patty, my dog's best friend was a cat before we adopted him. That will do it. Learn from your cat friend. Learn from your feline friends. Oh, Allie, your dog tried to get to the cat to play with him. The dog pawed the cat, and the cat pawed the cat and tried to hiss like the cat always did. Oh, that is a good cackle. Oh, William, the Goodwill price hike has really stopped you from adopting the sewing machines. I see. Yeah, that everything. Well, oh my God, Oregon. They're. I don't even know where to start. It's so ridiculous. They are trying to add a 6-cent tax, add 6 cents to gas because the state is stupid. They're trying to literally get rid of small farms. They don't want people to grow things. They just want to grow solar fields and have industrial crops. It's maddening in my core. I don't even know where to. And I realize just being mad is not enough. If it's upsetting me, what am I going to do about it? Other than use my little corner of the internet to let people know Oregon is trying to. If I'd known the West Coast was as much of a commie hellhole, I might have made a different choice. I didn't get it. Yet also, snow is a dirty 4-letter word, so that also puts a kibosh on a lot of places where I would prefer to be. And there's places I miss dearly for the people, but also weather and government idiocracy is super annoying. There's no good spot. And what's up with Wexit? Do they just want to be free? Do they want to join their compadres to the south? Our Canadian Canadian friends, what's up with Wexit? Will they be successful? I was glad at the Goodwill when I found that 15 yards of pre-washed, pre-shrunk, pre-pressed muslin for $10. I was like, oh, it's not 50% off. But I'm like, but it's brand new. It's the full bolt. Okay. My fingers and feet have gotten more friendly with the satin stitch again. Probably move over to the the project for me that caused my mother to throw me down this rabbit hole, but well worth it. Oh, right, because that's how I got into the loophole of, showing off those Brandenburg rings. I want to sew for realsies. I think if my maths were correct, I think it's going to take me about 4 hours just to make the little rings. So that project's going to take some time. Let's see here, Patty. All of your friends on Facebook is so woke. It's no point in changing their minds for mayor of New York. Oh man, yeah, that's hard and painful. And then I saw the story about the the city-owned grocery store in Kansas City, Missouri, and yeah, it looks like one would expect from a Soviet era grocery store. Yeah, and there's I'm not gonna argue and fight with people. Like, I'm here if you decide to figure it out, but I'm not trying to waste my time. Well, Allie, the Wexit issue was dealt with. Okay, the population didn't want it. Blair was right. Blair, right from the start, kept it up with that they want to exit now, but in the future they might want it. No, they don't, but politicians are sold on the Eurozone plan. Oh no, a WEF stakeholder deal. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. A 5 New York. You lived in New York City for 5 years before the old buildings crumbled into the 120-year-old system under the level. Yeah. Oh, in 5 years. Okay. Yes. So Ellie predicts that the buildings in New York, many of them are so old and poorly maintained that within 5 years, there's going to be big problems with buildings, which is quite possible. Stuff having not been retrofit or this, that, all the things. Just gonna give a little slack. It's not like this needs to be perfect. Oh, you can't see because I zoomed in. I'm just stretching. So I've got hooped up the section that I finished hand basting, and I'm very, very gently tautening the tulle because I don't want to puncture it like I did on Wednesday. Right. Let's see here, Allie. They convince people with cited facts and not telling all sides of the situation. No, they do not. That's right. I figured it out. This one I could interpret definitely better. It's good that your keyboard has not decided to type in French for you in a while. That one stumpers me up. All right. Since Let me be good. And oh, because that's covered in cat fur. Allie, they will be like Chicago is now in their old parts, and this in old parts of the city built in 1890. Yeah, there's what there's so many potential disasters brewing just under the surface, over the surface. That fun. Oh, the volcano in Kamchatka, the civil stuff, the political things. I went through yesterday and pulled on this pile of despair a whole bunch of mostly used up spools of random flavors just so I could have them pulled. I'm tired of looking at them. There's nothing there. I'm not attached to them. Oh, this has even got 2 layers of colors. This is going to be fun. We're just clearing out so I can see what I have and see what I might need to, where I might have any gaps in my collection, which really doesn't, I don't think exists right now. Not for the current projects we're working on. Oh, do. Yeah, I couldn't believe somebody on Facebook was really like, the post was like, I've been feeling this way since the election. That they literally, a Gen Xer wakes up every day feeling like persecuted, and that they're just like beyond belief suffering. Like, who has that much? Why would someone want to spend so much energy of their day and their being existing in that state? That they choose to do that. Like, they don't have to. Oh, Allie, Kamchatka won't fall into Canada or the One Belt Initiative. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All the WEF plants. It's so actually that's, and the behind the media the media the media campaigns and narrative shaping ops worldwide. When I was thinking about the number of international news programs over the years that I've caught for one reason or another, how everything is exactly the same, exactly cookie cutter, the same, with the same narrative shaping. Allie, Gen X is getting told that is what their future holds. We've been right, but we've been told that forever. But we used to. Isn't there a group, or is it just? I'm just like, yeah. What am I gonna do about it? Like, I'm not gonna hold on to that much suffering for myself. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna make beautiful things through this amazing shit show that, for whatever reason, the universe is like, Phoenix, you get to be here now doing this, hanging out with you all, 17 people hanging out with me on a Saturday. What the world am I living in? Oh, Allie, I know exactly. Nobody elected the WEF there, only for the rich stakeholders. Nobody elected the International Criminal Court. Nobody elected the EU. Europe was just like, yes, please. Please, big government, can we subjugate ourselves to you? Can you just take all of us for all of you and give us another layer of governmental bureaucratic oversight nonsense bullshit shenanigans that means nothing? Can you please, we can't do this. We can't, not on our own anymore. Allie, when have you ever had to move into the group living just to be able to pay rent downtown center, right? The it's not even a trope that there really are for so many folks. You will own nothing and be happy. They long-term things that last not few and far between. Oh, gross, Allie, some 20 to a house in many bunk beds. And how much, who's getting the money? All the money. Let's see here, William, that's your general disposition. Sowing while the world burns, right? We're trying to make sure that even as things go awry, we're gonna look fabulous in well-tailored and amazing things. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna look darn good. And that is good to me. All right, boys and girls, we've made it to just about the top of the hour. We have 17 still, 12 on Rumbles, 5 on the tubes. I'm going to stand up, show off these pants that we finished the other day. Never thought really, actually, good before we start this, because just in case there's cats wandering around the machine as I open up the concession stand, I don't want their claws to rip my project. Yeah, didn't think that a drop crotch like harem style pant was gonna be something I was gonna really enjoy wearing, but these pants have changed I'm sewing a different stitch and singing a different tune. Let's see here, Patty. Ever since you met, I met. Okay, ever since I met you in Male Phoenix and Tiny Streams, I knew you were a curl person. You just had to follow you. Oh, you're too kind. I'm just a old hag who has come to a point where I don't try to be everybody's cup of tea, nor do I want to. I prefer to scare off the weak, so only the true compatriots can handle to hang out. Rumble, come back. We lost you. I'm opening up the concession stand. Come on, let's look at these pants. Oh my god. I can do... Oh, can I? Phoenix, can you balance and be cool unwarmed up? I might regret this. Aha! Headless tricks! Headless tricks! We did it. All right, boys. Should I I'm opening up the concession stand, even though, Rumble, you're letting me down right now. Come on, sweets. Oh, hello, little man. Hello, handsome. Loki, come on. Don't be worried what's going on out there. Loki, I've got snacks. Come here. Show every... Oh, Ellie, a way to tell a building cat is overlooking people, is household regulations, is repeated sewer work to get rid of blocks in the city sewer. Very common all over now. A building court. Right. Yes, unusual high volume maintenance things that wouldn't happen with a normal number of people living in a dwelling. Overcrowding. All the squalid conditions. How do you cook and eat? And the money, and it's so many usually like migrants who have paid and they're questionably legally. Loki, will you make me look good? Can we do it? Will you make me look good? Loki, come on. Loki, you're good. Come on. Don't pay attention. Pay attention to me. Come on, do my... Come on. Are you... Seriously? Alright. You did one. Loki, we have to do this better. Come on. Don't make me look bad. You're making me look a fool. Loki. Can you just do your tricks? Can we do 3? Come on. Okay, finally. Yikes. Oh, and what? Sometimes he loses his cat card with his clumsiness. Allie, they overlook the people per household regulations because they get the rent to pay off the loan and they have the property. Right. And then they're just making money. Or, I mean, sometimes in different places, they're collecting money from the government because it's some subsidized building. Oh, speaking of subsidized building bullshinaneries, that and the concession stand is now closed. I don't know where Freya Fruvers is, but I closed the concession stand. The debacle that is the rebuilding in Palisades. That one that they're trying to file for eminent domain. The people are just selling off the properties. Nothing's been rebuilt. I hear this rumor that they are going to put up multi-family units, use them for the Olympics, and then convert them to whatever version of subsidized public housing afterwards. So, are they going to use the Palisades for the Olympic Village and then turn it into Section 8? Quite possibly, it appears. Hey, dude. It's going. Allie, Canada spent $1.1 billion on hotel rentals last fiscal year nationwide. Oh, shiza. Well, and then who's been bankrolling? What's his face? Jimmy Kimmel losing $40 million a year for how? Oh no, the other one. Stephen Colbert. No, yes. Like who from a business? What? Where's the bean counters that are like, yeah, what's going on here? Ellie, look on the Hawaiian burn. Same thing exactly. It's so. It's almost like this has been tongue in my 50 years, 60 years in the making of slow neglect, willful ignorance in this attempt to slowly infiltrate this new attempted iteration of socialism, communism. Is it Marxism, Maoism? I don't know which ism, but I did hear someone who I thought was smart say that unfortunately it's going to end up in three factions. There's going to be the communists. They're be fighting with their mortal enemy, the fascists, and then there's going to be the populists who are not really on either of those other said teams. And it's going to be a disaster. I don't know if it's going to be something. But doesn't matter what's going to happen. I'm just trying to have some contingencies for regardless, because forest fires and weather and this, that, and the other thing. Some stuff not worth worrying about. Probably not going to make it. So doesn't matter. And then the other part really that I'm feeling a need to make sure I can do is the Phoenix, are you fit enough? Fortunately, we're at our fighting weight, but I checked some regs for their height to weight things, and I am a little pounds over. But in Canada, they let Jasper outright, the town of Jasper, burn. You followed that live, and the fire crews were staged 8 days before the town burnt. No one allowed the fire crews in until later. That's shameful. And those are so Shameful. Shameful. And then I'm sure there's a contingency of folks who are like, oh, that didn't really happen. And you can say, like, I saw this with my own eyes, heard it from folks who live there, who saw this staging had already happened. These things were already in place. And then there's still then folks who are like, no, I don't believe you. That didn't happen that way. I don't have the energy to convince those folks, but am I not threaded? Why does it? No. I can't sew if I don't have a needle in my thread. I mean, thread in my needle. Oh, Ellie, your conspiracy theory, the Kissinger plan for the one-child policy adopted by China in 1972. What was population control? What was the population control if that didn't work? Might it have had something to do with a downstream some. Oh, well, we could that then we get into what's her face and contraceptives, like all the, there was a couple of different. Sanger, Margaret Sanger, that's the name. Ellie, they were doing interviews with crews live asking why Parks Canada hadn't called them in, or the water bombers. Yeah. And then the ironic one of like, oh, the fire retardant chemicals aren't safe. We can't drop those, but we're in a drought and we don't have any water. It's like, what? Yeah, I get it. The flame retardants are pretty shitty, which is why we probably shouldn't have them in all of our furniture and all of our newborn kids' bedding and clothing. That's like, is your stuff flame retardant, fire safe? Go back to natural materials that already inherently had a little bit of protective stuff in them, rather than let's just fix chemical with chemical. And the not to say that better living through chemistry didn't have its upsides, but it was not all amazing. And once these cats are out of the bag, you can't put them back. Okay, I'm just going to take a minute to smile, have a quick little cackle, and make sure that I'm not adding too much pressure, because I can speak heated and impassioned, but I can't press the living bejesus out of my stitching, or I'm going to tear my project. This is supposed to be a fabulous collar for a neck. Allie, then the WWF Initiative for Climate Change badged guys. Badge guy was on the stage with the premier of Alberta for the first press conference after that. Why? Yeah. I got a lot of why questions and no good answers. Nobody's ponying up to. Allie says the rewilding backfired and the beetle killed. The beetle killed forest is what the fire used to burn Jasper, right? Well, and here they're like, oh, the owls, these special owls, we can't do any forestry, we can't do any forest management. The owls are endangered. But then that left 50 years of undergrowth, dead trees, populations increasing in small valleys, and it's such a nightmare. Such a nightmare. But maybe, possibly, hopefully. Oh, right, we'll get a special session so they can figure out what to do with the transportation bill, because, oh no, we're gonna live by our feels and not by our brains, and try to FAFO, or they're in the effing around, getting ready to find out for some stuff. Oh God. So, yeah. Okay, happy stitches. Happy, beautiful stitches, because the world is burning, but we're going to be beautiful. We're going to be the most adorable. The most adorable. Allie says that, and people wonder why home insurance is growing through the roof, right? There's that piece of it. Well, and then I'm not sure how I feel about them being able to use the drones for when people don't even know, like that. There's so much, everything feels weird. There's nothing, things are funny, right? And it's not like the forest management, unless you're out, you own the mountain property with the forest on it that needs to be managed. If it's supposed to be public lands, federal or state, the state or federal government needs to come in and manage them. And then they're like in California and Florida, where all the home insurers are like jacking up prices, pulling out of Dodge. And like, and the overregulation, that's what they're doing to these small farmers. They're trying to say that if you have a small farm, you can only have, just one example, you can only have 17 farm-to-table rest dining experiences on your own farm. You can sell not just goods that you make, but you can't sell your neighbor's Marionberry honey, Marionberry jam, because you didn't make it. It was made by your neighbor. So much anger I could have. Like, I should close your pile. That's okay. That was your pitching for today. No, that's good. We got to get it out somewhere. We have to get it out somewhere. I can't like keep it in or it festers. So and this is a good Zen. This is a good meditation practice. I can like have my moments and like, oh my God, they're so dumb. They make me so irritable, but I have to continue to be slow with my hands, slow with my feet, fast with my hands, and be gentle with my pressure. Or I fudge things up. So no, it's okay. This is a safe place, Allie. You know that. Well, sometimes. Actually, no. This is a circus. This is not really a safe space. We're just not afraid to fail live on the internet. But I did watch, there's not enough to try to, I'll use that for hand stitching something or basting. Too little for me to feel annoyed with. The video, Kathy Hayes video that she put out today, I enjoyed that. It was good. Yep. I don't want to be represented. I just want to represent myself in the best way possible. For being a decent human, not for what checkboxes I can do. Who cares? Who cares about that piece? That doesn't make you a good human or not. Especially if you're trying, the folks who try to use checking all the boxes so that they spend more time trying to have all of these things funny so that they can qualify for federal programs. If they just spent that much energy like getting better, then it would be better. Oh, it was good. I enjoyed it. Before I'm gonna just gonna clean up. The last of that green spool didn't attach very nicely, so I'm just gonna get rid of it so it's not gonna muck up the feed dogs. Yeah, just trying to clean up the back just a little bit. It was worth it. It was fun. A cute 10 minutes. it really it spoke to me. And it was good. I double checked my measurements so I can double check my blocks because I'm super excited for the closet historian to release her videos on her drafting her drafting manual that she had written and is now going to release in weekly video segments. If I heard myself, somebody's watching me from the feels like somebody's watching me. I hope I feel a little bit more skilled at this when I get to the mummers one. Like so obscure. I'm not good enough brain, but I usually end up with that brain, so that doesn't. What the? This school is really wonky. I want this done quickly. I just so know. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna draw a little line to a little. Gonna stitch a little stitch, sing a little song. Let's see what. No. Take two. Let me just try this again. Something is. Phoenix, it's you. It's always you if something's off. You know that with this machine. Just gonna undo it. Or Phoenix, I forget with this narrower. Sorry, I moved the camera. I changed the angle so you can see the machine better. Then I forget that there's not as much room that I have access to that's also on camera. God, silly Phoenix. I'll just save that thread for later. I don't need this one right now. I don't need your shenanigans. What? Let's stitch with this pumpkin orange. Why not? We don't have anything this tone in there quite yet. Is this the outside? Yeah. Sewing sometimes. Threading machines, that we can generally do. Ooh, that reminds me. I should go and... Hey, Luigi! Welcome, welcome. How was Comic Con? I hope you had fun. Or didn't have fun, and then we'll get the tea later. It is Saturday. We are pretending we are... we know how to sew today. I think tomorrow, even if this yoke isn't completely finished, I'm going to cut up some linen and make some linen pieces because I need a quick reward project, and this is going to be amazing, but this is delayed gratification for sure. And there's a cat having a hairball. Awesome. The YouTubes welcomes you, Luigi, from the Great Alley. The Darth Manual. The one, the only. Let's come to this corner. Good. Rumble Studio, so great. My favorite streaming software with my favorite price. Oh yeah, this pumpkin orange with this silvery. Oh, is that the glow in the dark thread that I did? I don't remember. Howdy there, tubes! Yes, the joys of this feature. I know there's other things. Oh, there's maybe I will spend some time trying to figure out that RTMP link through so we can get some. We're not going to be like a huge, fancy, high-tech channel like being on the sub. This is the dinghy, not the boat. We're the dinghy of disaster. But to have a couple of fun things might be nice. And it would be easier to do that if I made more friends, became even better marginally acquainted with OBS and the RTMP direct pass-through thingy boppers. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have a screen where it's just like a circus tent and then it opens up and then this mug shows up afterwards? But it doesn't matter because I don't know how to do the tent part. I have big dreams and sometimes little skill. Maybe that should be my new fake name instead of little girl with too much stuff. Right now my name is Little Girl Who Can't Sew. Holy moly, this is terrible. What? Where am I got something's all wound up in all the wrong ways. Let me try that again. Take two. Not yet. What is even happening here? Oh, come on, Phoenix. There you go. Oh, that's right. It was Kilroy last week joking that I might need stronger glasses. Kilroy, if you're out there, no, I don't need 1.5 length magnification lenses yet. Not there yet. Not ready. Ooh, I'm also not ready to puncture more holes in this. It'll be very satisfying because this section where my hand is right now is all going to be cut back because that is where the space that I'm going to stick my head through when this becomes more finished into its final form. But I've been wearing the old stuff that we've made previously in synthetics, and I've got the 2 different lengths of linen that we found from the Goodwill. And I just want a couple more linen shifty summer dress undergarment catch-all pieces. Then I can mix and match with the lavender ones I already have. Maybe we'll make some linen bloomers or something. But it was nice the other week when we just stitched those little blue leaf forms for that other big project. But my brain is pining for a more quick gratification project. And fortunately, it's not too hot yet, but your girl, I need something that will take me through the nice warm days, but also get me through office winter. Because I get so cold. I'm wearing a wool sweater at the office in the middle of summer because I'm so uncomfortable. Ooh, I'm going to put this little blue and... Ooh, there's the fuckus. This little variegated ring. Let's stitch that. Gently, gently, gently. Okay. Done good. If we make it with only that one time where my fingers shoved through the tool, I'm going to call that super awesome. Oh, Allie, I know. Linen and cotton is the way to go for underclothes for sure. Polly, nope. Yeah. Or I keep wearing it and then, yeah. I know. It's like on Wednesday I finished the show and everything was synthetic and I like just peeled off the layers. I was like, oh. Linen, I have you. I need to finish transforming you into a form that will be more pleasing to me. Yeah. I even like the old sari silk underclothes, or even the pink silk brocade underclothes we made. Yeah, I'm kind of... Did I? No, there we go. Thought I ran out of bobbin thread, but I didn't. We're almost out of this little orange oh, you can't see that. Ooh, that's not too shabby. There's our spool. There's just a little bit left on this. You're like in my face, funny. Hey, you've been so good. Don't roll up there. Good boy. Yeah, linen clothes, linen, cotton, silk, and that's the other thing. Did I bring it over? I'm making good progress on the panels for the knitted petticoat, our tester for the Rumble stitch marker, QA/QC. It hasn't fallen apart yet. Held its shape, held its color. Feels nice. So that's going along nicely. So we are coming along, which is great. I need to slow down on my tea drinking though, or I might need to pull up a pause screen. Let me get this orange done if I can get it to... Can I make a connection? There we go. I have to be careful because there's so little left on the spool that there's no... It just wants to wind right off too quickly without making friends. I can't have that. But it was interesting when you're looking at new phone plans, how... Ooh. I'm just going to cut that. Well, that cut itself. All right, don't laugh. I'll show off this terrible orange stitches. These were really bad. I've been so good, and this stitching, at least this one is for me, because this is kind of an embarrassment. This orange. It's so thick and oh, yeah, it's not nice and delicate and little. It's like the stitches vomited themselves onto the tool in a not very pleasing pattern, but the only person to blame for that is this kid. Oh, do I? Let me see. Oh, here's my next. Do I have it? Okay, I'm going to put on my BRB screen right now. I think the music might be a little loud. I will be right back in hopefully less than 30 seconds, but give me a second. All right, I'm going to be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry. I had to run away for a second. You really didn't want me sitting here for that. What color next? You know, use it. Let's do this baby pink. I don't think trying to use up these little things, they just don't have enough. Some of them were working. Oh, let me get back to chat. Oh, it is popcorn time. Yes, candy, peanuts, popcorn. Get your candy, peanuts, popcorn right here. Also available at the kiosk and at the concession stand. Yes, indeed. We have. Now I'm going to get hungry. Snack time at the circus. There's not a bad time at the circus, though. I just love the circus. Since I was a little kid, seeing the the little traveling groups at the state fair, the county fair, mostly the county fairs. The state fair was kind of far away. But they did have the butter sculptures. That was fun. New York, why did we need butter sculptures? Oh well. Yeah, I'll use those little ones on something less different. The more thread that's off the spool, the tension just gets too loose, and it's not stitching as nicely as I know I can. And then that's making me stressed out that I'm not going to be able to do the mummers good enough. Oh, Allie, this is funny. The person who's got the Singer treadle for $50, they're like, I don't think it works, or it doesn't work, but I think I see that the belt isn't around the treadle thing the whole way. I'm like, well, that's the reason why the machine doesn't. I mean, granted, there could be another reason why that machine doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure I don't think it'll sew if it's not wrapped around the wheel like it's supposed to. So that was slightly amusing. Is that one in Rochester still there for like $2,000? Who thinks they're gonna get that money? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to grab another log of lavender candies. Yeah. No snacks for me. Make sure there's concessions for the cats, but Phoenix forgets about herself. Oh, what else was going on? I don't know. Oh, this pink is coming off much nicer. Yeah. All right, remember, Phoenix, if there's just a tiny little bit on the spool, just save it for hand stitching or something, because it just doesn't stitch as nicely. And that is a preventable error, something that I can prevent it from looking crappy if I make the right choice. So then, what a exercise in tones. We've got this pumpkin orange, some blue and white, and this pastel pink, or not pastel. It's like baby pink. What color choices we have sometimes. But it all works if the goal is to be adorable. And I'm just using different tones of complementary colors, right? I can pretend to speak color theory. So one of my favorites actually is to just play with textures, but in a monochromatic fashion. because it's nice to have those those borders to play with sometimes. Oh, Luigi, are you still here? What did you end up figuring out your costume for costume con? Haha, Comic Con. Or am I mixing up my Luigis again? Did I get no? It's you, Luigi, cause the other I don't know who's on this shit show boat and who isn't. But oh, that would be funny. That's something I've never tried. But I don't know if I've got the right tool either. The hooker thingy that you use for net making. I think I did grab over my tatting shuttles though. But I got too many things going on. Because we're finishing this project. Because I'm not even really gonna start the rings for the next piece until this one is mostly done. So Phoenix, stop yammering and keep your stitch on. Here. I need another motif for here. Who's in my pile of pretties? What do I have here? Ooh, let's get the wire out. Yeah, maybe next, at some point in the not too distant future, we'll crochet with that tiny hook on this thin gold colored wire. Because I think a center motif out of the wire would be really cute. Come back to my hands. Alright, I'm just snipping. This is from when I thought I was going to crochet these motifs together. I don't care enough to unpick it, so I'm just cutting the web work section. It's fine. What I'm really just trying to do is not to cut into the individual motifs. That, however, would be bad. Yeah, we'll use this one. Oh, Floor Cat has turned into Poof Cat. Let's see here. Elia, tatting shuttle is for clothing. Fishnet shuttle is for catching fish. Right. But fishnet stockings never catch fish. Ha 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 ha. No, but if you're not careful, they might catch you crabs. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. A web of confusion or a fabric conundrum? That is the question. I think this is a fabric conundrum. Oh, no, we are a web of confusion. How dare we deviate too far into our horrible jokes? The worst clown ever. The worst juggler. You know, it's like, oh. You set it up for me. I just used my on the spot thinking skills. It was all you, friend. You set the joke up. Yeah, you got that pot set up. I just dropped the crab into it. Oy vey. Oy vey. Oh, what a web we have spun. So many stitches we have sewn. The tasteful, the tasteless. Oh, we had so many fun jokes when we were climbing up waging the battle on Mount Snowflake. Oh, Phoenix, I say that so I can continue to shame myself that project still is not finished. It's in my pile of shame. I should probably add that on maybe do that before. Oh, right, because oh, for flubber's sake. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter now. I wasn't paying attention to where my 2 layers of tulle were, so now I have badoom. I don't have a cute little cutaway for that. I have the 2 layers of tulle stitched together because I wasn't paying attention. I thought something that I saw a shadow that didn't look right, so I'm just gonna forget that debacle has happened. It's not the end of the world. It was just a sign that Phoenix was having too much fun hanging out with Chat and not paying attention to her stitches. Oh well. It will be fine. All these things that I can practice and remember before we get to the next one. Oh, I can't wait for her to just wear it to her painting class and have all her friends from at art class be like, "Ooh, look at that! Where did you get that from?" Because then I was thinking, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen jewelry that is going to incorporate all the techniques that we're going to put into it. This mixed media art piece, jewelry piece. It's going to be good. I'll have to keep my eyes. Well, I'll drag out more pieces. No, you're bad. It was good. No, it was perfect. It just makes me think like maybe I should find those things. I can be cool and have cutaways and things like this. I'm just trying to find my place in the world. Now I'm getting hungry for lobster and crabs though, which is not helpful right now, Allie. Dove keeps going to the corner store getting ice cream. He brought home lavender and lemon ice cream sandwich the other day. I'm just glad we shared it because maybe I can go see which of my cute summer clothes fit again. So like I can squeeze in that 1/2 inch. They're so close. Yeah, maybe I'll go through my patterns again and see what I'm just going to get rid of and just draft. So I have room to draft from block pieces. I think I'm going to do it. Oh, what just happened? Okay. I think the spool got too close to my treadle belt and it caused me great angst. I think. No. Don't tear. I'm just going to trim this and start afresh. Yeah, so here's the back side. Look at all this extra. There shouldn't be a pocket in there. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, God. Let me just get my others. I'm just going to trim this back. Because I don't really want to get lost with all these layers. And at this point, I wouldn't be able to take the hoop off to readjust it. Always pay attention. Roll your extra fabric, kids. It does make a difference. It's not just an extra fruitless step in your project. It really does make for higher quality outcomes. Do as the Phoenix says, recommends sometimes, and not as you see her do sometimes, because... Alright, let's try this again. I'm trying to stitch the pink here next to this little white flower. I hear it sounds like helicopters. Is that the water helicopters? There was a fire again this up the way, and it didn't even mark. There's an app that I have that lets us know what the sirens are for. Is it medical, fire, electric, whatever. There was a whole fire, and it didn't even ping on that they'd mobilized units to it. I did not care for that. It's like, wait, that's... I don't know why it didn't. Oh well. Oh man, it's been almost 2 hours. Good work, Phoenix. I have not made very much headway today. But I have had a quite... We haven't stitched so much, but I've had fun. I think we're just going to have a 2-hour show this week. I need to psych myself up to get in the car and go for a ride to take care to do some things. So we'll stitch for 10 more minutes. We'll see if we can fill in this little quadrant here. I just had so much fun with chat that I got myself distracted. But Dove was joking that we could do a whole stream of just crocheting those rings. So, and if I calculated, or if it takes me 3 minutes to do one ring, not talking to anybody, it would probably take me 6 hours if we do it all on stream, because I get distracted because chat's so great. Oops. Even when my stitching is shitting. Oh, that sounds like the burnout entering into the system as they go to the fire over and over. Can do that. Yup. They are. Yes. There's a spot where they take the helicopters and fill up the undercarriage basket with water to take back to dump on the fires. So sometimes we can hear the helicopters on their way to the lake. Good times. Oh, I don't know if they were overwhelmed, because it has to do with every time somebody calls 911. Like, it's kind of hooked up to the dispatch stuff. So I don't know why that one... Because it wasn't... I don't know. It was kind of weird, though. I saw it on the Facebook page, but it didn't come out on my other alert, my notification app. So that... But fortunately, it got contained pretty quickly and wasn't... It was only 2 acres, so it was tiny. It was hardly a forest fire. Does 2 acres make? Yes, I know it's facetious. It sounds terrible. It's welcome to the circus. We have dark humor. Get over it. This is more like the sideshow, the late night during the daytime. This is how the sideshow actors deal with the daytime. We just try to stay out of trouble. We pretend to be normal so we don't get too much attraction from the pretty main stage performers. So pretty, so polished. And then there's the Phoenix. But yeah, all around there's quite the fires going on. And to call the was that a story, something that they were trying to say that the wildland forest fires were unskilled laborers? I'm like, even if they do this, the indentured servitude from incarcerated individuals to being trained to be on the fire, that is very skilled labor. That is highly skilled work. That's like, don't gaslight me with that word, those phrases. Just knowing how to like hook up your oxygen and or your gas tanks and which to breathe and what layer of PPP you're supposed to be wearing when for what. Craziness. Crazy, I say. Oh, I just want to look pretty, Mom. I just want to look pretty. Oh, but we started, what book are we reading? It's by Philip Roth. I can't think about it. I don't know. Let's see here, Allie, or temporary foreign workers. Yeah, that too. They just don't want people to have wages or all part of the program. It does seem that way. It's like this, that that the speculation that part of the scheme, another layer of this debacle, was inviting all of these illegal migrants in. They're the ones with all the money, and then the people who live in the country are like screwed. We're like, please, new foreign overlords, can you take care of us, because we took care of you and now we have nothing left. And I'm just waiting, it seems, for what people are saying, like, might as well just chalk the UK up for another Muslim caliphate. Like, it's like a done deal over there. Oh, something has got to give. Something's got to give. And then just something's going to shift. It's going to be really yucky and uncomfortable probably for some prolonged period of time, and there's no way out of it but through it. So yeah. But we will continue to stitch and be amazing. On that doomy, gloomy note, I know it was short today. We made it just about 2 hours, so not too shabby. Let's see here, Allie, the regular wage earner that is in the high pay isn't making the bills anymore. Okay. Yeah, that can they both are they both pieces on their way? But yeah, the high income, it's such a debacle. Yeah, I don't know. We're in for something fun. Something fun. Ellie says they want to be able they want no one to be able to afford without assistance, new or founding citizens. Okay, so we're all okay. That makes sense. We're all screwed. Welcome to the debacle. Big parent government. We're here to take care of you. We're here from the government, and we're here to help you. All right. On that absolute doom and gloom note, I appreciate everybody who stopped by. We didn't do a lot. We weren't we stitched some stuff. We did some pre-Sunday stitch and bitching. I've got more to do. I'll probably have a couple of quick projects for tomorrow. Can we plow through a shirt and a pair of pants in one stream? Actually, I know we can. So I'll cut those up tonight. We'll have some. We'll have more fun tomorrow. I'm gonna go run around and touch grass and do some like IRL things. So that'll be a thing. Let's see here, Allie. Don't keep up with. Right, yo, they want no one to do before without assistance. Don't keep up with wages. Can't pay all the rent or buy food. Introduce government food stores. Then claim the food ran out and cause the farmers couldn't grow the crops. We've all heard of this, but not all in one place, right? Yeah, they're like looking through their 120 years, 130 years playbook of like, all right, we've tried some of these things. Can we cherry pick? Let's try this the government grocery stores with no income, with a little bit of overregulation on farmers, and we'll just like, welcome to America's Holodomor. Oh, I'm sure, but it's even worse. But I will bite your tongue. Save it for tomorrow. I want it tomorrow. I'm sewing clothes, not pretty. Tomorrow we can figure out, because I'm not the other worry that I'll leave you. No, we're here for the clothes. I'm Finn Phoenix. Nope, I'm not stealing his outro. It just gets into my head because it's so good. Don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. Everybody be amazing. Go make something. I will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. We're going to do some more sewing. We're going to do some more bitching because it tomorrow, then Sunday is actually every day that we stitch is the stitch and bitch, because this is my show and I'll bitch if I want to. All right, everybody, be amazing. Have a great afternoon. Do something fun. I will see you all when I see you all next. All right, no more long goodbyes. All right, bye.